Alright, so for this episode we're going to build a cobblestone farm since we need that very badly. And we're also going to do an Enderman farm so I can repair my tools a lot easier than sitting up there for about half an hour to repair all my tools. So, yeah. This is our cobblestone farm. We're only going to build one half of it. We don't need the other half. This thing produces around 120,000 when it's fully both sides, so 60,000 just for one side's plenty for me. And yep, we got everything supplied. All the supplies is right here. Also, we have more than enough than we need to. But yeah, it's by Mango, so definitely we'll have a design or a link in the description to it down there. But yeah, it's quite simple. It won't take me long at all, probably about half an hour, if that. And yeah, so that's this. So we're going to be building this. And then also we're going to load this one up over here. We're going to be doing a Y0 Enderman Farm. So if we just move this up so we can see it. This will just be at Y0, so we get the most Endermen in the end. So the block we're standing on will be 1, but we look at block, it'd be Y0. So it's the lowest possible for the spawning area, and it's a simple Enderman farm. So yeah, that's the plan for this episode. What is this one? Is this my... okay, so Iron Farm 1, we don't need that right now since that is completely done for 2 layers at least. I don't plan to make any more for this episode, but if we do have time I will definitely be extending. And looks like we got some guys getting stuck on the outside already, which is what I was worried about. So we might have to put glass panes like every 3 blocks there. Yeah, we might have to do that just to make sure they don't fall out like this. But, I mean, I did some testing in between episodes, and it's around 2,200 iron an hour for 2 layers. And 1 layer is about 1,100 iron an hour. So, it's pretty good for an iron farm, and I'm still quite pleased with how I was able to redesign it and make it multi-purpose for it to be stackable. So yeah, let's build this cobblestone farm, which we need it. Alright, it's fully constructed. At least half of it is. We got everything all in place. One side is done. Just for right now, to hold everything back, we have some stone bricks. We're going to get some stone bricks when we first break it, because that was used to keep the water from flowing out and the lava from creating stuff. So, yeah, we're all ready for a test. Looks like I should make a backup, but I think we'll be fine. I built these before, nothing's gone wrong, everything was right on the schematic. So if I just place this here and flick this lever, we should see stone start to be producing. That pushes it out. Yep, there we go. Looks promising to me. Oh yeah, there we go. Fully working cobblestone farm. About 60,000 an hour we get here. So yeah, this is done. Just like that, this is done. I'll let this run for a little bit because I'm going to need some cobblestone and to create some stone bricks for the Enderman farm, which I might create some iron blocks. I don't know. We got enough over there. I mean, that's still been running this whole time. Now we got 2 layers on it, so we can see how much further we can go all the way up to world limit. That's not even at world limit yet, but we still have some room. You can probably get like 3-4 more layers on top of that. That would be cool. But yeah, cobblestone farm's done. Off to the Enderman farm. Alright, so we made it down to Y0. Oh, I almost forgot to jump off. So what we did is, I forgot to record again, but we placed the lava down, let that flow all the way down to Y0, and we got rid of the lava bucket, and we went like that, placed the water down, and that went all the way down there, so that it basically, the lava stops at Y0 right here, stops flowing right here, and then we placed the water to create a cobblestone pillar all the way down. We flowed down the water, and yeah, just like that, we have a platform down here. Place the endstone just so we can have a little landing platform. So now that I can fly down and not to be scared to fall into the void, we have torches here to stop mobs from Endermen from spawning. So we're going to take these dark oak leaves, and now we're going to pillar out, or go out about a stack and a half. So this cobblestone can go, we don't need that. We'll go a stack and 16. And yeah, I'll see you when we're all the way out there. Alright, farm's completely constructed. Now all we need to do is get the endermite into place, which is right here. And then name tag him, and this farm is completely done. So I gotta figure out if I have a name tag or if I gotta buy one from the villagers, but I hope I got one from one of the spawners that I found in this world. So we're gonna go see everything. And yeah, I will be back hopefully when we to get the endermite in place, and then we'll show you how to do that if you don't know how to do that already. Alright, so I used the replay feature because I forgot to hit record, but what we did is we had ender pearls, we put them in the center, waited for the endermite to spawn, name tagged them, put a cart down, and pushed it back and forth until he got in the cart. And now that we have him in the cart, we can put him down there. So yeah, we're going to make sure he can only fall down in there and nowhere else. So we're going to do this. Took our thorns off so we don't damage him. You can see he is name tagged. I think. He should be. My name tag's gone. I hope the name tag worked because I don't see it in my inventory. Clicking everywhere, make sure nothing's there. I'll log out and see if that shows. Okay, it doesn't show, but he should be name tagged. I did name tag him. Okay, I'm gonna check the recording, see if I actually name tagged him or not in the recording. But if I did name tag him, he's all set. We're clear to leave the area and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna go check that. Yep, and then recorded he was name tagged, so hopefully, even though I can't see the name, I don't know why it's not showing. But if I get rid of these torches over there, farm should be fully functional. Let's just make sure we don't lose any of our shulker boxes and make sure that no endermen teleport over here. So that's a 3 high gap. We're going to close that off just so nothing happens to that. And we're going to make sure we have all the shulker boxes, which we do. And we're going to take all this down. At least up to 32 blocks away. We'll probably just go all the way, just so that we don't have anything else, even though nothing can spawn on leaves. But we'll just do this all the way back, since we do instant mine them. And yeah, so we're going to go turn it on after this is done. Make sure we don't walk off the edge here. Alright, that is all done. Now we get rid of the torches and our Enderman Farm should be completely all set. So we break that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Now we're going to fly away like this. You can see just how crazy that is. And yep, in the right spot. Endermen are getting aggro to the center. And yeah, there we go. So yeah, I mainly wanted this for mending and everything, so we can mend everything back up to full durability wise. So that's good. Very fast, efficient, easy to build farm, as long as you're not scared of being at Y0. But I get it, people are scared to go down that low because you have very little reaction time to try to if you fall off before everything goes then lost to the void. But you practice in a different world a couple times, you'll get the hang of it. But yeah, this is done. I think we still have time for this episode, so I'm going to figure out what I can do. Maybe we'll probably add another layer on the iron farm. I think we'll do that at the end of the episode off. But yeah, very successful episode. And I'm going to stay here for a little bit, repair everything, and then head over to do more of the iron farm. Alright, the next layer is in place. So we can stack 2 more layers minimum here. And I don't know if we're going to be able to do any more because of the mob spawner. We have to take that down. Since we're not going to use that anymore, so we might just have to move that down, and we could probably fit 1 more layer since we're very close to nearing the world limit. But I don't know for sure. If we could get 5, that would mean we would get 6,000, 7,000 iron an hour, which would be pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to try to do as much as I can. I'm probably only going to do 1 layer for this episode, and then we'll just end it there. But yeah, so let's get this layer done, and then we can have a 3rd. I did also expand the water down here. I was getting some golems to get stuck around the edges, so this will make them not get stuck and didn't require me to redo the whole water at the bottom. Since that's already 8 blocks long, I would have to redo like the whole water, just a couple blocks on each side. It allows it so that if they do push each other to the side, they land on there and then get pushed into here. And even if they get stuck right here, which they have been too, this water should push them over to the side and they shouldn't get stuck there anymore. So if you have that problem with the one that I showed off earlier, this will be the fix for it right there. So yeah, onto the 3rd layer. Alright, our spawn layers are in for this next layer. And all we gotta do now is get the center again, and then we'll bring in the villagers up. And then we will get the zombie in, and this layer is completely done. So it's kind of straightforward once I've built 3 layers now. I get the spawning pads in, I get the ice blocks to prevent ice from forming in, and then we built the center up, built the redstone and everything. Bring the villagers in so we can get all of them to sleep and everything like that, and then bring the zombie in, just so that once we're in the zombie in, everything starts to work right then and there. And then we don't have to wait for the night cycle. So yeah, let's do this, and then we'll bring the villagers in a time lapse. And yeah, back to work.
Is that light work with the bass on the track, on my face to the back like I'm taking a slap. I need a drink but it's straight from the tap, and I'm hating the slack. Couple man slide around like they hate in the gaff. Please stop talking that trash, cause the vibes in the front all the way to the back. Light work with the bass on the track, on my face to the back like I'm taking a slap. I need a drink but it's straight from the tap. And I'm hating the slack, couple man stand around like they hate in the gaff. Please stop talking that trash cause the vibes in the front all the way to the back.
Alright, and just like that, our third layer is fully functional. So yeah, we had the first mishap with the first villager, where I guess he was on literally 1 HP from entity cramming down there, where I dropped him 4 blocks and he took half a heart of damage and he died. But yeah, that's all we had the mishap with. Everything else is perfectly fine. And now we have 3 golems down here at once, which is good, which is what this design was good for when we designed it, or when I designed it. I wanted to make sure that I could stack them, and this is one of the reasons why, because it's space efficient. I don't need to go any further out in any direction. They all can just fall right in the same spot and then get pushed over. So yeah, I'm very happy with how this episode has turned out, besides that death, my first death. My first death in over, let's see how much playtime. In over 2.75 days. I died. That's heartbreaking. 1 death because of an elytra bug where I was going slow and I just died. But yeah, while we're here, 34,000 damage dealt, 2,000 damage taken. Climbed 2.25 kilometers in ladders, jeez. Flown 63 kilometers. I still have sprinted more than I've flown somehow. I don't understand. I've sprinted and walked more than I've flown. I don't get how that's possible. Oh, okay. Distance by elytra is definitely more, yeah. Makes sense. 40 games quit. 30,000 jumps. 5 hours of sneaking. And we've mined 30,000. Why have I mined so much on the rack? Oh, yeah, that's because of the speed mining that I've done. I've mined as much sand as I have stone. That's kind of disappointing. Never been killed by a single mob. The only thing I died to is an elytra. But yeah. Hope you liked this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, all those sorts of things. And I'm going to see you next one when I have way more iron than I ever need. Well, that's a lot. We need a lot of iron in this world, but a lot of iron we're going to have. And yeah.